Good evening, everyone. I'll call the City Council to order at 8 o'clock on Monday evening, September 23rd, 2024. This meeting is being recorded. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the
United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. There are 14 items on this evening's agenda, and I will ask the city clerk to please read agenda item number 1.
Minutes City Council meeting September 9th, 2024.
Councilor Brown.
Thank you, Mr. President. Move to accept and place on file the minutes.
Motion made and seconded, accept and place on file the minutes. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? The minutes are filed 11-0. Agenda item number 2.
Communication from the mayor regarding gift acceptance in the amount of $750 from Cloud Bridge Solutions, Inc., awarded to the police department to be used for the Youth Police Academy.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve the grant, and thank you to Cloud Bridge Solutions for the generous gift.
Motion is made and seconded to approve the grant. Any discussion on the motion? Councilor Oram.
Just a quick note, because when I was reading the agenda, I said, who's this Cloud Solutions and Bridge Solutions? They're in Marlborough. They're a technology company, and I'm grateful they were willing to donate so much money. But I just want to state that, because I have a feeling a lot of people don't know that they're a base Marlborough company. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Oram. Any other discussion on the motion? On the motion to approve the grant, all those in favor? Opposed? Grant is approved 11-0. Agenda item number 3.
Communication from the mayor regarding gift acceptance in the amount of $1,000 from Digital Federal Credit Union, awarded to the police department to be used for the Youth Police Academy and Christmas Heroes for Helpers program.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve the gift, and thank you to Digital Federal Credit Union for the generous gift.
Motion made and seconded to approve the grant or the gift. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Gifts approved 11-0. Agenda item number 4.
Communication from the mayor regarding grant acceptance in the amount of $2,500 from the Massachusetts Cultural Council, awarded to the city of Marlborough to be used for the Labor Day Festival.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve the grant, please.
Motion made and seconded to approve the grant. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Grants approved 11-0. Agenda item number 5.
Communication from the mayor regarding certification of free cash in the amount of $19,112,888.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to accept and place on file the communication, please.
Motion is made and seconded to accept and place on file the communication. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Communications filed 11-0. Agenda item number 6.
Communication from the mayor regarding transfer request from undesignated fund to OPEB trust in the amount of $1,911,288.80 pursuant to the financial policies of the city.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve the transfer request in the amount of $1,911,288.80 from free cash to OPEB trust fund.
Motion is made and seconded to approve the transfer from free cash into the OPEB account. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? The transfer is approved 11-0. Agenda item number 7.
Communication from the mayor regarding transfer request from undesignated fund to undesignated stabilization in the amount of $1,911,288.80 pursuant to the financial policies of the city.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve the transfer request in the amount of $1,911,288.80 from free cash to undesignated stabilization account, please.
Motion is made and seconded to approve the transfer from free cash to the undesignated stabilization account. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in... Councilor Oram.
President. No, I was just going to note we're financially in good shape right now. $21 million in the undesignated stabilization account, $19 million. You know that'll go down, as we just reviewed. So it's just nice to point it out now and then, and it's the work of everyone,
yep,
as a team here as well as upstairs at the mayor's office. So I just wanted to point that out. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Councilor
President.
Oram. Any other discussion on the motion? On the motion to approve the transfer from free cash to undesignated stabilization account. All those in favor? Opposed? Transfer is approved 11-0. Agenda item number 8.
Communication from the mayor regarding transfer requests from undesignated fund to recreation facilities in the amount of $858,941 for the purposes of reconstruction of Farrell wading pool.
Councilor Preciado.
I'd like to make a motion to postpone the transfer until the October 7th meeting, until we get the full amount for the Farrell pool as well as the Ward Park pool.
Motion made and seconded to postpone this item to our October 7th meeting. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? This item is postponed till our October 7th meeting, 11-0. Agenda item number 9.
Communication from the mayor regarding transfer requests from undesignated fund to FY25 street construction in the amount of $386,384 for the purpose of final trench repairs in lieu of Eversource completing the work.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve the transfer request in the amount of $386,384 from free cash to the FY 2025 street construction.
Motion's made and seconded to approve the transfer from free cash to DPW street construction. Any discussion on the motion? Councilor Roby.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would just like to clarify, it's not for the purposes of final trench repairs in lieu of Eversource. It's to repave Mechanic Street as it specifies on the actual transfer sheet. Thank you.
Everybody good? On the motion to approve the transfer, all those in favor? Opposed? Transfer is approved, 11-0. Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to ask for a suspension this evening to accept the communication from the mayor in regards to the rescinding of bonds.
Motion's made and seconded to ask for suspension of the rules to take in the communication from the mayor. All those in favor of the suspension? Opposed? Suspension carries 11-0. I'd like to ask the clerk to read the letter and the accompanying order, please.
Dear Council President Ossing and councilors, I am formally requesting the rescinding of two bonds, bond orders number 24-100-9204D-1 and order number 24-100-9204E-1 that were approved by the City Council on July 22nd, 2024. These bonds were $350,000 for the Evergreen Cemetery and $120,000 for the Walker Building boiler. Respectively, neither of these bonds were acted upon, as it was agreed between myself and the City Council that these items would be funded through the next certified free cash. I have attached both the order to rescind and the approved orders from July 22nd, 2024 for reference. Please do not hesitate to contact me or my office with any questions. Sincerely, J. Christian Dumas, Mayor.
And if you'd be so kind as to read the order as well.
Ordered that the City Council of the City of Marlborough hereby rescinds previous authorized by unissued amounts of following described loan orders which are henceforth in no further force or effect. The $120,000 balance of the $120,000 authorized to be borrowed for improvements to municipal buildings and boilers duly adopted by order of this council and approved by the mayor on July 30th, 2024, order number 24-100-9204E-1, and the $350,000 balance of the $350,000 authorized to be borrowed for the expansion and improvements to the Evergreen Cemetery duly adopted by order of this council and approved by the mayor on July 30th, 2024, order number 24-100-9204D-1.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve.
Motion's made and seconded to approve the rescission of both bonds. Is there any discussion on the motion to rescind both bonds? Hearing none, this is a roll call vote. I will ask the clerk to please call the roll. A yes vote is to rescind the bonds.
Councilor Irish.
Yes.
Councilor Navin.
Yes.
Councilor Brown.
Yes.
Councilor Vital.
Yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Yes.
Councilor Fucillo.
Yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Yes.
Councilor Orem.
Yes.
Councilor Roby.
Yes.
Councilor Preciado.
Yes.
Councilor Landers.
Yes.
11 yeas.
The motion to rescind both bonds is approved by the council with a vote of 11 in favor of rescinding, none opposed. Agenda item number 10.
Communication from the mayor regarding transfer requests from undesignated fund to Evergreen Cemetery in the amount of $350,000 for the purpose of Evergreen Cemetery expansion and site work.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve the transfer request in the amount of $350,000 from free cash to the Evergreen Cemetery.
Motion made and seconded to approve the transfer from free cash for the Evergreen Cemetery. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Transfer carries 11-0. Agenda item number 11.
Communication from the mayor regarding transfer requests from undesignated fund to public facilities in the amount of $120,000 for the purposes of repair and replacement of boilers at the Walker Building.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve the transfer request in the amount of $120,000 from free cash to public facilities.
Motion made and seconded to approve the transfer from free cash to the Walker Building at $120,000. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? The transfer carries 11-0. Agenda item number 12.
Communication from the mayor regarding transfer requests from undesignated fund to pumping station maintenance in the amount of $35,000 for the purpose of installation of an inline sewage grinder for a pump station pursuant to special permit 339 Boston Post Road East.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve the transfer request in the amount of $35,000 from free cash to pumping station maintenance.
Motion made and seconded to approve the transfer from free cash to the pumping station maintenance. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? It is approved 11-0. Agenda item 13.
Minutes of boards, commissions, and committees.
Councilor Doucette.
President, motion to accept and place on file the minutes of the boards, commissions, and committees.
Motion's made and seconded to accept and place on file all the minutes. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? The minutes are filed 11-0. Agenda item 14.
Claims.
Councilor Brown.
Thank you, Mr. President. Move to send the claims to legal department.
Motion made and seconded to send the claims to the legal department. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Claims are going to legal 11-0. Reports of committees. Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Finance Committee met on September 16, 2024. At 7 p.m., we had one item on the agenda that evening. It was order number 24-100-9204C-3, communication from Mayor Dumas with the recreational facilities bond in the amount of $1 million for the construction, reconstruction, and/or improvement of municipal pools, splash pads, and recreational facilities. This item was referred back to the Finance Committee. The additional information from Mayor Dumas indicated the bond was insufficient to cover the cost of the proposed recreational facilities at Ward Park and Farrell Field. Ward 3 Councilor Preciado opposed the replacement of the Ward Park wading pool with a splash pad, noting the pool in the ever-warming climate would better serve the families in the neighborhood who may not have the means to travel to other water facilities in the city. Councilors were in support of maintaining wading pools at both Ward Park and Farrell Field. Understanding reasons, the Mayor and Recreational Director Thibodeau favored a splash pad at Ward Park, including extended season time for the splash pad and general shortage of lifeguards. Council Irish recommended the use of free cash to fund the cost of both pools. Councilor Ficillo agreed with Chair Irish, indicating the bond is not sufficient to fund both facilities. Councilor Vidal expressed concerns about the shortage of lifeguards. Councilor Preciado agreed the use of free cash was a better choice, and savings on interest costs reason enough to use free cash instead of the bond. Councilor Preciado stated his research indicated there is not a lifeguard shortage. Councilor Ossing questioned the timeline for each project. Commissioner Scott stated Farrell is ready to go, and once the work begins, could be completed in approximately 3 months. Changing to a pool at Ward Park would require design work and a new pool pump station. Councilor Ossing asked the mayor if free cash was certified. The mayor indicated free cash has been certified in the amount of $19 million. Councilor Ossing suggested the funding for both pools with free cash could move forward as soon as possible. The mayor expressed concerns that the timeline would impact the opening of the pool at Ward Park. Council Austin suggested the schedule could be designed to not impact the pool at Ward Park. The existing pool could be open next year and would on a new pool start at next September. The mayor reiterated the possibility that Ward Park could be without water features next summer. On a motion by Councilor Ficillo, seconded by Chair Irish, the committee voted to refer the recreational facilities bond back to City Council with a negative recommendation, deny the bond. The vote carried 5-0. On a motion by Council Oram, seconded by Council Vidal, the committee voted to request the mayor to submit a transfer from free cash in the amount of $2.1 million to fund the replacement of pools at Farrell Field, Ward Park, and including the new pump station at Ward Park, and to use other means to reduce costs such as the possibility use of students from Assabet Valley Vocational School to help construct the pool pump station, and the use of receipts from special revenue fund for parks and fields. The vote carried 5-0. Meeting adjourned at 7:49 p.m., and that's the end of my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Irish. Any other reports of committees? Councilor Roby.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to announce that Urban Affairs and Housing is going to meet tomorrow evening, 9/24 at 7:30. We're going to take up the pickleball special permit and the Best Western sign.
Are there any other reports of committees? Councilor Naven.
Thank you, Mr. President. Move to adjourn.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor? Opposed? We are adjourned at 8:16. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.